just maybe my greatest childhood memory was leading up to May 19th, 2005. Now this might seem silly to some, but it was just a really special day for my brothers and I. It was the day that Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith hit theaters. Here, 20 years later, almost to the day, not quite, but they are re-releasing Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith back into theaters. And my brothers and I are going tonight, right now. In the weeks leading up to it, we were just so excited. The 3 prequel movies came out just at the perfect age for my brothers and I. I was about 8 years old when the first one came out, 13 for this third one. We were just totally into Star Wars. We had so many toys, and we had these games we would play called Little Man Star Wars, which was with our action figures because they were little. And then we would play Big Man Star Wars, which meant we were the Jedi. Like, we had lightsabers and we would fight evil and we would, save the galaxy. And number 3, more so than the previous 2 movies, had a lot of anticipation because this was kind of like, it was wrapping up the story of the prequel movies. And not only that, but it serves as the kind of the connecting piece between the new ones and the old original trilogy. And so there was just so much anticipation and so much hype for it. Back then, YouTube was just starting out, and I don't even know if I knew how to work YouTube. I remember, I think it was during a jazz game or something, because I was watching TV, and when the Episode 3 trailer came on, I had a VHS tape all ready to go. I hit record, and I recorded the trailer so that I could show my brothers on the day that we were gonna celebrate it coming to theaters. And not only that, but the whole day we just spent doing Star Wars things. I remember we played Little Man Star Wars, we played Big Man Star Wars, we played Monopoly in Star Wars. Like we switched all the pieces for action figures, and they were the ones that went around the board. And we listened to Star Wars music all day. We were just totally having this awesome celebration in preparation for this last Star Wars movie. That's what we thought at the time. This is the last Star Wars movie. That's kind of a laugh now, but looking back, I just feel like that anticipation of something that you're going to share together, with loved ones is sometimes even more wonderful than the experience itself. And I just loved that time with my brothers. And I always shared a room with the brother right under me, but then for a lot of time too, I would share with 2 brothers, and we played a lot of Star Wars together. And with that Star Wars party that we did on May 19th, 2005, it just, looking back, it's a good reminder to savor the journey and not just the destination, because yes, it's just a movie. And then I'll go into my experience watching the movie as well, but what was even more meaningful to me was that time that we had together and that anticipation that we had together, and it was really wonderful. Star Wars itself just created so much joy in our childhoods. That was kind of the first family-friendly, epic adventure that we had seen, and I remember my dad was excited to show me, and I'm gonna be so excited to show Dalen. People might laugh at it now and say the dialogue is funny and cheesy and it's so unrealistic and things like that, but I don't care. It was just a source of inspiration and imagination for me as a kid. We would imagine whole stories, whether we were playing with our little action figures or whether we were the Jedi Masters. I particularly think that had a hand in my love of movies and my love of kind of putting a story together, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's just through editing and making home videos with my brothers. It's just part of me. It's just, I'm grateful for it. So May 19th came, like I said, in the morning, we partied like crazy. And then later that day was the time to finally go to the theater and watch the movie. My heart was beating so fast as we sat down, and finally the commercials got over and the lights started dimming. And then John Williams' music just starts up. It was just this feeling of being whisked away for 2.5 hours to another galaxy far, far away. I'll always have a special place in my heart for Star Wars, for the movie theater experience, and obviously for that bond that I had with my brothers around that time. Was so meaningful to me. I've got one brother who's actually bringing his son. Dalen is just not quite there age-wise to watch it. It just happened to work out perfectly that all of us were able to go. I have one brother that was going to be flying out to New York the next day, And so he couldn't do it on Friday. And then I'm going to be moving back to Texas at the end of the summer. And so it's just crazy that it was able to work for all three of us brothers. And then also my nephew, that'll be really fun having him along and seeing his reaction to things and seeing it through his eyes. You know, that's the best is kind of seeing it through someone else's eyes who hasn't seen it yet. Going to be sneaking in some Zevia to the movie theater, get some popcorn, and we're going to have a good time. Movie just got out. I just wanted to tell you guys that I do get the sense from my brothers that it was just as impactful a time in their life with Star Wars as it was for me. It's just so meant for the big screen, and the sound design and the music just comes together like just a thing of beauty. There are some parts where I just had a big smile on my face watching it, and probably looked like an idiot. A good time was had by y'all. Thanks for watching, guys.